Who demands the labor? There's a pretty long theory behind the demand for labor, but in short, basically, this is what we're going to do. We're going to draw two diagrams, one for demand for labor and one for supply for labor. So, wage goes on the y axis, and quantity of labor, it can be quantity or number of hours also. So, now the way it works is for demand for labor, we know who demands labor. It's mainly firms. And firms at high wage rate like W1, firm wants to hire less labor, okay, lesser quantity of labor. But at lower wages, firm wants to hire a lot more labor. Okay? So on that note, this is how the demand for labor curve looks like. Now, any kind of changes in the wage, like for example, if I was to mark this is my wage rate, WO, and this is the number of labor hired. So if the wage rate goes up, what's going to happen is we will see that the quantity demanded for labor is going to go down. There's a contraction in demand. On the other hand, if the wage goes down, what do we see? The quantity demanded for labor is going to increase. There is an extension in the demand as a result of that. Now, if this is the demand for labor, a downward sloping, that is telling us that at this wage rate of WO, firm wants to hire this many workers. What can allow them to hire more workers? Basically, what can cause the demand for labor to increase such that the firms are willing to hire more people? This is an increase in demand. Okay? If it was to shift to the left like this, what's that? This represents a decrease in demand. My words, I'm not saying quantity demanded. Whenever there's a shift, we say demand. Whenever there's a movement along the curve, we say quantity demanded. Now, what might be causing this increase in demand to take place? Why would the firms be willing to hire more people? Okay, so for that, we'll write a few factors. Change in demand. What can cause the firm to hire more workers? Number one, if their productivity changes. What does that mean? If they are more productive and they produce more, firms would want to hire more workers. Okay? So if productivity increases, demand increases. If productivity falls, demand falls. Number two, the price of the good they are producing, the price of good the labor produces, if that goes up, then again the demand for labor is going to go up. Why is that going to happen? Well, remember one thing, कि अगर price of the good बढ़ रही है तो you're going to make more money off the product by selling it. isn't it? If the price goes up, you're going to make more money. If you're going to make more money, you would want to hire more people and produce more. So that can be one of the reasons. Or the demand for the good, demand for the goods labor produces, if that rises, then demand for the labor is going to go up. These are all demand for labor we're discussing. How demand for labor is going to increase as a result of these स्मॉल चेंजेस. इनसे क्या होता है, प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़ती है. इनफैक्ट इट कुड बी रीजंस लाइक लेबर का सब्स्टिट्यूट क्या है, robots, automation. Okay, so if of substitute price of substitute machines rise, what's going to happen? It's going to be more costly to buy machines. Demand for labor is going to go up as a result of that.